Ras is recording. Good. Go ahead.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our February call topic, 12 months, 12 Zoom calls. And we've had such exciting times with you. Each month has been just so productive, just so beautiful. Just doing the call at the beginning of the month just sets the tone for the whole month to play with the tools and to process yourself and facilitate yourself and have all the fun. And this month's topic, as you all know, as we posted, is something which should get you rocking completely. Breaking the walls of lies, being brutally honest with me. So, everywhere you are not being you, could somebody just mute themselves, please? Who has a dog? It's all about being brutally honest with you. All of the places that we are still choosing to hide behind, all of the lies, what would it take for us to today just break them, break all the walls, frack the insanity of all the lies as we move forward? So everything that does not allow us to be that brutally honest, could we destroy and uncreate it all? Times a godzillion. Right, wrong, good, bad, all nine, pot, pop, shots, poison, banana, beyonds, and all of the projections, expectations, separations, rejections that we have of this call of Aradhana, of access consciousness, of each other, of yourself. Could you all destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good,
Yes, please.
shots, boys, and beyonds. And let's have fun. 3 days, 5:30 to 6:30. You're all there. Aradhana, it's all yours.
Thank you, Shalini. Hello, everyone. All my new friends who are joining us for the first time. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing this platform. And how does it get any better than this? So the rule of this place is show up. Show up in your face, howsoever you are, in the loo, in the kitchen, wherever on the planet you are, show up. That's my ask from you guys, and wonder what else is possible. And I would be using clearing statement from Access called right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online shop, boys and beyond. So everything that it does is it's a magic wand which helps you clear all the energies which actually help creating you, all that mug in your, and the funk in your world, and which is not working anymore. So you can just say pot and pop, or you can say what Aradhana said, or just a clearing statement of Access. Or you do not have to say, it's just a choice. I love it because for me it really works. It's a total magical wand I always carry with me. And how does it get any better? And if you really need to understand it, though you do not have to understand under anything ever, if you still would like to go check it out, you can go to theclearingstatement.com and you can have more around it. Awesome. So the lies. I love the topic. So interesting. Everything lies means to you, can we destroy and uncreate it all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online shop, boys and beyond. So anything anybody specifically is looking from this call, what would that be? You can unmute yourself and say. Anything around it? Anybody has any projections, any expectations and separations here of this call? No one saying anything. Awesome. And what else is possible? So whatever lies means to you, how many of you are resisting lies? And you think you're talking lies to the world?
Yes, I am.
World is, who's that?
Hi, Sabab.
I did not get who was that.
Radha, that was me, Radhika.
Oh, yeah, Radhika. Yeah. Hey, go ahead.
Yes, I was just going to say that I think I have a lot of projections around lies, and I hate when anyone lies to me, and that's one thing that I've always rejected in people. The moment you lie to me, I don't for me, or the respect for you has just come down, and that relationship just goes for a toss. So
Thank you for being vulnerable, and thank you for the courage.
Same, I can relate to it so much. Like, I do not just hate liars.
I hate
Like,
liars.
the moment somebody lies to me, like I just can't trust them. Like, and it's really annoying. I don't know. Like, yeah, I can relate to you.
Awesome. And everything that brought up, can we let that go first? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all the boys and beyond. Yes, Shivangi.
So for me, it's I feel like there's this pressure of telling everything to everyone, because I feel like if they don't get my context, it will seem like that I'm lying to them, and that would be embarrassing. So I feel this constant urge of telling everything to everyone.
Welcome to
Everything
the
that
group.
is, everything that is, can we destroy none get all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, college of boys and beyonds. So everything that meant to, and I'm sure a lot of it's only not these three. We all are into that same category. And so this is like it's amazing when you listen to anybody else, and that's when you kind of capture it. That is it actually we lying it to the world, or the people lying to you, or are you lying to yourself? Is my question.
And what
Don't
I
want.
get is, Aradhana, what if that is, if you are just telling the other person, is that you are looking for the validation?
Yeah. So can I pick up a plate and start asking, give me some validation here? Everything that is. Can we destroy none at all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, college, boys and beyond. Yes, totally. So how much of a validation for us are we looking, and what does a lie mean in your words? So the somebody's lie can be your truth, and your truth can be somebody's lie. Everything is opposite of what it appears to be. Nothing is opposite of what it appears to be. How come somebody's lies is your truth, and how come your truth is other person's lie? Is my question to you, all of you. And everything that is bringing up, can we destroy none at all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, cornish of boys and beyond. So it's like, how much are they projecting, and how much are they gifting you here if you start looking from that angle? That how much are you lying to yourself all the time that this person, if somebody's lying to you and you get bugged about it, have you ever actually turned around and looked at it? What is that person gifting you? How much time do you lie to yourself, Radhika? All the time.
A lot of time.
All the
All the
time.
time.
Yes, right. So we just keep lying to ourselves, and that's when the people come and show up that, oh, that's what they like. You're lying to yourself. This is how you bugged you are with yourself. That's when the whole thing, but we never look at it's always about the others, they're lying. So what will happen? So this morning we were reading this book, Projection, Expectation, Separation, Judgment book. And it's so beautifully written that, you only want to hear what you want to hear. You're only projecting at people what you want to hear. And, you're not willing to listen because I have told somebody to have that truth to me. That person should have that truth. But the interesting point of view is that the other person don't even know your truth. Doesn't even have an idea of what that truth is. So whose truth are you looking for? And wherever you learn this to, I shall only say the truth, but the truth, or I'll die. Can we destroy and uncreate that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, online, sure, birds and beyond. All our lives, all our godzillion lifetimes, we have actually lived from the truth of it. And we are actually lying to ourselves. Can we destroy and uncreate all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, online, sure, birds and beyond. So it was like my husband always had this habit of lying. I think I've given this example earlier also in one of my calls. So it wasn't that he was lying, it was just his basic nature of like, okay, this is happening. Even if he's sitting at home and he'll say, oh, I'm in the car, and I would look at him, I said, but why would you do that? I mean, why are you he said, no, it's very normal for me. I mean, it's okay, it's fun for me. And I couldn't get it. And but I always overpowered that with my love. I would say, oh, because I love you, he will one day start saying truth to me. And I used to cry, I used to hang, I was really fight. I would say you can go do anything on the planet, but you have to say the truth. But his truth was, his lie was his truth. It took me 20 years to get to that whole concept. What is that? What urges me? And then I started looking, oh, I am giving, I'm not trusting myself that whatever comes out of his mouth is going to be a lie. And one fine day, I'm like, oh, he is irrespective gonna lie. In my dictionary, that is called a lie. I'm like, okay, that's fine. And I actually made peace with myself. I said, okay, where am I lying to myself that no, one day my love would work and he will start, saying truth to me. Because I did not want to see him outside the picture of my husband as a normal human being, as a normal being. Hi, Neera from the US. So I wasn't willing to see him as who he was. I was seeing him through the filters of my eyes as my husband. And that was a projection on him, an expectation from him that he should only say the truth. And the day I actually made peace with it in my head, it didn't really bother to me that was he lying or, and it was funny that he comes to me and then he starts saying all the truth about himself. And I looked at him and said, it doesn't matter anymore. And it was I mean, now I'm so willing to be present with my mother, with my any relationship, with any friends. Okay, this is what I can see in that person. It's just being so present and being aware of what can I see in this person. But how much of your awareness you kill by the distracting yourself that this is my friend, this is my husband, this is my business partner, they should say the truth. So you already go with the kind of a veil in front of you and the filter with you that it has to filter through this to come to you. And everything that is what you destroy and unget all, right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all shabas and beyond. So if you actually be brutally honest to you that this person is so and so, how to go around it, then what would change in your words? Then you would have more smile, Radhika. Then Shivangi will be more happy. But then you don't choose to be. And everything that is can be destroyed and get all. Right to wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all boys and beyond. So truth, what does lies means to you? What is a lie? Go ahead.
Something that's hurtful.
That's hurtful.
It's way of manipulation also, like to get
Awesome.
to get your way.
I will not
Sometimes you lie
listen to
get
anybody. I will not listen to anybody who's not showing me the face. Cannot talk to me unless you do not show your face. Okay, Anita?
I muted myself.
You better do. Otherwise, show up. And everything that brought up can be destroyed, not get all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all I'm a demanding bitch. And everything that is can be destroyed, not get all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all boys and beyond. So can somebody hurt you?
No.
So can you be that brutally honest to yourself that nobody can actually ever hurt you unless you allow to hurt yourself? So what big
Yes.
lies are you giving to yourself that you're being hurt by somebody? And how much are you manipulating the world around you by saying that? Did you
Yeah.
all today acknowledge that? Everything that
Yes.
doesn't allow you to destroy and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, doesn't yours. Anita, you can actually show your face and you can unmute yourself and say something, please. We would be really happy to have you.
I forgot what I was.
Okay, everything that was. Can you fucking put it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock,
Aradhana,
yes.
I want to share something.
Yes, Shivangi.
So, right now, like you just said, that can anybody hurt you really? Just few days back, I was telling my flatmate that, sometimes I feel it's very easy for me to move on. And I'm just creating this drama of how I miss my ex-boyfriend.
So how much the world shifts when you start being so brutally honest to yourself. And we think we are manipulating, as Anita was saying, that we also use that as a manipulation. How much are we manipulating us? Are we manipulating others or are we manipulating us? And it's okay to manipulate. Manipulation is not wrong and right. It's like just acknowledging, oh, I'm using this as a manipulation. But how many of us are in the victim story of suffering through the lies? Other people are lying. But how much are you lying to yourself? And everything that is bringing up, can we destroy and unchaos? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, boys and girls. And I got your bodies are like, oh. And everything that is, can we destroy and unchaos? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, boys and beyond. So if it was not about the truth and the lie, what is underneath that?
I don't like it when people are dishonest.
Okay, so you like
Like
yourself
I don't
when you're
understand. I don't understand when I don't know, I keep trying to understand why people are being dishonest when
right.
like
It's just a
when
choice.
I'm willing to.
It's just a choice, and can we be an allowance of their choices? And when you're trying to understand, guys, always remember whenever you use the word understand, you're trying to stand under somebody or something, and then you imbibe that in your body and your living. And then you're like, when did I create it? Just by like, oh, I don't understand it. So how much are you lying to yourself, Disha? Do you truly, truth, do you really do not understand that? Do you not get it at the first moment? And how much do you manipulate into that story of like, I don't understand? If you keep telling yourself constantly that I do not understand, what are you going to create? You're not going to understand. And
I think
everything
I
that is
understand. I just like I don't accept, or I'm not in allowance of it. Like yeah,
that,
yeah,
exactly that. What's what I'm like,
yeah.
be brutally honest to you. Can you see how the world is lying to you? They are only contributing in telling you that, hey, how much are you lying to yourself all the time? And that's what even Gary says. Gary is a founder of Access Consciousness, and he always says that. It's called accessconsciousness.com. So he always says that you are, if you be brutally honest to you, you have to be brutally honest to you, not to the world. You don't have to come and open and stories and tell to the world what you did. You have to be first, be in, who's your first relationship? Who's first you? You. And everybody is just your projection. So if anybody is
Aradhana,
coming, yeah.
how do we lie to ourselves? Can you just talk a little bit about it? Like,
Yeah.
in
So
how,
like right now, Disha said that I've like, when I asked her truth, do you not get it at the first moment? For first minute, she was like, no. And then she's like, now I get it. Yes, I do get it. That's a constant. So anywhere in life, whatever goes around in your life, can you actually stand there and ask, what is the brutal truth here for me? What is? If it's about your husband, if it's about family, what are the expectations underneath everything? What are the projections underneath that whole thing? And how much do you want to manipulate?
all the time.
Everything that is can be destroyed, none at all. Right and wrong, good and bad, fought for college, person. Life is so simple, easy, but then, and I have been with all of you, with all these calls for so many months. I have been exploring my world, and it's that very single moment, which is just being in now, where you do not have a future and where you do not have a past. And I had all my life fought with that space, and I do not want to be in that space because then it'll be too boring. What a conclusion I was in my head. And I've been lying myself continuously for years that it won't be fun. It'll be like, in my world, and I will be left with no friend. I will not have anybody around me. And it's like, and yet at the same time, asking that whole, and had that demand of being so present in my world that now I am in those moments, and OMG. What would you say is enlightened? I think it just goes beyond enlightenment. It's like those moments are so orgasmic, so beautiful. The world seems so simple and joyful. It's like, so many years. Oh God, this is what I was like missing onto it. And now what else is possible? So now I'm like more, it's like greedy is not the word, but yet I desire more of it. I'm like, yeah, I choose to be here. I'm willing to be alone. I'm willing to give up anybody and everybody to be in this present moment. And how things never show up the way you're asking them to show up. And as I was like laughing, I was like, in this very moment, sitting here with you guys, if you see to this reality, I'm totally screwed up from every corner. Like if anybody comes in a situation like, how the hell are you even laughing and smiling? I'm like, and the more it is getting to me, and more I'm getting joyful. It is so I was like, for my whole stuff, whatever's going on, I went to a lawyer and we were just discussing and having a discussion. And it's uncanny when I'm walking from that space out, I'm just giggling inside. There was nothing that showed up. I'm like, what did I come here for? There's no result. There's nothing, concrete answer to whole thing. And it means I have nothing. And I could stop laughing because there was not a moment that I did not have that whole nothingness. I'm like, but I have everything, yet nothing. And then how I shifted in me, and when I was being brutally honest to me and acknowledging that I am the abundance, I am actually that whole money, I am everything in life. it was so beautiful that I spoke to my son, and he was like, sorry. So I was speaking to my son, and he says, Mom, I think everything will be falling in place. I just don't get that sense of at any given time we do not have anything. Oh, and I had tears in my eyes. Like, after all this, I had to get this. This is like huge. All my life, I was like, when would he get it? When would he stop tripping? Things never show up the way you're asking them to show up. But yet, I was being honest to myself. I'm willing to be that brutally honest to myself. This is working. This is not working. I'm getting crunched right now. Okay, I'm getting crunched. I sit with it. So Jahangir says, could you speak a bit on once I am aware of someone lying or manipulating? What are the possibilities or choices before me? Can you unmute yourself, Jahangir?
Sure.
Yeah. So what do you know then?
Like before I came into Access, I used to get very pissed off if somebody lied to me because I grew up with all those, you shall speak the truth and only the truth. And I would be very conscious. I would speak only the truth and nothing but the truth. But after coming to Access, I understood things much differently. And my question was that many times we come across the situations where we see people lying, like we are immediately aware that someone is lying or manipulating. And there is like nowadays I can catch myself not going to a reactionary mode, but I wanted to like explore what are the choices and possibilities available.
So when you say I'm not going to the reactionary mode, so wherever you're making that reaction wrong, can we destroy and unkid that?
Yes.
First? Thank you. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot for online shop, boys and girls. What if that reaction is your body telling you? Because your body can only talk in that language. So if you acknowledge that the moment my body reacts like this, that means this person is lying or doing a XYZ for you. And wow, okay, body, thank you for that awareness. And now how can I out-manipulate this person?
Yeah.
Whether it's your first family, whether it's your loved one, whosoever, and who says that your mom cannot lie? Who says that your child cannot lie to you? Correct? Everybody
Yes.
has a right, and it's their truth and their lie. It's their choice. It's as simple as that. And it's like, okay, my body is reacting this way, and you're picking up an anger or a lie or something. Okay. So what is that person hiding? And always remember, when people are talking, they're not talking about you at all, ever. They're only talking about themselves. So they're only giving you the information about themselves. So now when you know they're lying, how can you go around it? What are the possibilities that can show up? That is when you know the person, and how can you use it to your advantage? And my question is, are you willing to use them for your advantage?
Yes, now yes.
And everything that doesn't allow can be destroyed and unkit all. Right and
Yes.
wrong, good and bad, pot for birth and done. How much more money, how much more joy can we instill in our lives if we give up this projection and this conclusion of what lies means to us? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot for boys and beyond. And what else is possible? Does that give you awareness? Welcome. Great question. Thank you. Anybody else coming up with any questions?
Hi.
Yes, Shivani. Show me
It is
your face.
always
Show me your face. Yes.
it's there only.
Now I can see it.
It's always said that we should respond and never react.
Mm-hmm. So that is when I was talking to Janki, that your body is responding. It's already there, right? So,
Okay.
we imitate, have been brought up in our schools, in our education ground, or with the parents that, the first one to give the right answer is the most intelligent one.
Yes.
So we always want to talk on people rather than listening to the people. So it's like,
Yes.
Interesting. If you actually receive that information, what would that change? So I was traveling and I was sitting in a conversation. 2-3 people were having a conversation. I was just sitting and I'm like, I'm out of the place. I don't think I'm part of this conversation. And it was a lot of very techie talk they were talking. And for a minute, I was like, okay, interesting. And I said, okay, let me go through my phone. And I was going through my phone, but I could overhear the whole conversation. And for the first time, I was like, okay, I choose to be silent here and not commenting because this is not my topic. And it's an interesting topic. What can I, learn from this? I was just sitting. And the first time it was like so much information flowing to me about those people that it changed my entire reality. I said, I am so prone to answer before anybody says thing and put my point of view there rather than receiving that information. That whole chemistry among those people just shifted for me. Had I not done that, I would have gone into the conversation, fought with it, head into my head, techie world would have kept going on, and I would have gone a different road altogether. So, but then I'm like, that's when you have to listen. You don't have to receive first. We do not know how to receive. We only know how to like talk it off.
Talk.
And wherever we're trying, talk it off. And it's like wherever we're trying to be intelligent and to prove ourselves intelligent, can we destroy and not get that?
Yes.
Wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online, shabas and beyonds. And whatever means, whatever respond means to you and react means to you, can we destroy and not give that too?
Yes.
Right,
It really
wrong, good and
shifted something because you said you should acknowledge your body when you even react instead of responding. I always used to judge it that no, we should always respond and not react.
So wherever the shoulds come, because come, must come, told come, again for it.
Okay.
It's not, there is nothing shoulds.
Okay.
And all the shoulds we're holding into our bodies, can we ask them to dissipate today? Totally.
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online, shabas and whose should? Right?
Thank
And
you.
what if there is no right and wrong, there's no truth and lie, then what do you know? If you get out of this whole game of the truth and the lie, then what would you say and be? That's my question to you all. Everything that is bringing up, can we just try and not get off? Right and wrong, good and bad, for college, and beyond. And wherever your beings are running away from this, can we ask your beings to be here in your bodies right now? And that's when I love looking at each one of you. That doesn't allow us to try and not get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, and it's like we space out and we're like, oh, me, here I'm doing this, rather than being here in the present now. Listening now. Yet at the same time, we can do 10 jobs together. Yet where are you? That day when I was listening that whole conversation by going, like, okay, wow, I get it. So what are you asking? If you do not have to let your mind flutter here and there in the past or in the future, then who would you be in this very moment? Would the light and truth really, really do anything to you? Just a question. And everything that was, can we destroy and get all right and wrong, good and bad, for college of boys and beyond? Yes. Anybody else? Any questions coming up?
Aradhana,
Yes, Rita.
would you like to share my example that one of the days you facilitated me?
Go ahead.
Would you share? I would like you to share.
I have that Sierra thing. I don't even remember it.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. So, yeah.
Yeah.
So, it's all coming from truth and lie, that how much are we into the rightness that we are right, and the other person, whatever they are saying is wrong. So off lately, it was like somebody directly said something that what I'm doing is something what I've never done. Okay, so at that moment, maybe I think 5 minutes, 10 minutes, I was like, I reacted. And luckily, I had this girl backing me at that stage, Aradhana. So she was so present with me, and at that moment, I just can't tell you like how it broke my reality, that how much rightness am I projecting out on this world, that I was not willing to listen what they are saying. So it was like somebody said that this girl is doing something like that, and it kind of triggered me. And I was in tears, and I'm telling Aradhana like a baby, I've never done this, Aradhana. I've never done this. And she kind of facilitated me in such a manner that would you be present all the lifetimes you have lied? and you're resisting the lie from other person because you are lying to yourself that you are less than them, they are more greater than you. So that's the first time I got the meaning of what is truth and lie. Yeah. Can you
Thank
further
you.
contribute? Yeah.
I didn't even remember this conversation. Thank you. Yes.
Yeah.
See, how we actually get up, and every time you get caught into such moments that somebody is lying, and it's very easy to point finger out at every and anything, rather than and the world feels so real and true at that hour, and it's just like, hey, show me what else is possible here. And that time, we all have each other's back, and we show up, and I'm like, just a question, is that really true? I mean, you cannot judge other person unless you're not doing it to you. So you cannot get other person's lie if you're not lying to you. How much are you lying to you that you could catch that energy of lying of other person?
Truly get it now, Aradhana. Truly get
Thank
that.
you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So grateful. Yeah.
So,
Thank you.
and everything that doesn't allow you guys to perceive, receive, know, be the magic of who you truly be, could we now just try and get that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot for cornish from boys and beyond. So now who has a problem with the lie? Please come in front. Let's just have. I think you're already done with the lies. That's how quick I could be. Now what else? So now what does brutally honest means to you? Nimrat, what does brutally honest means to you? Wonder why energy caught on to you. What is it? Unmute yourself. Unmute. We can't hear you. Can we unmute me? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I was just figuring out when you were talking that I've been lying to myself to make my reality, oh, this is fine. This is what I want. I want to be honest with myself.
Yeah.
Other people lying doesn't bother me anymore.
Yeah. So, and can we be also an allowance of lying to ourselves first?
Is it okay to lie to yourself?
Is it? Is it? Can we?
No, I want to be honest with myself, so I stopped.
How happy are you? How happy are you when you were? Is it okay to lie to myself? Can you see, guys? This is how we do it. And no wonder I caught her attention. I wonder what she was asking for. And guys, if you do not show your faces, this is how you miss your facilitation. Everything that was spoken for it. Yes, it's okay to lie to ourselves. Yet at the same time, acknowledging, okay, in this 10 seconds, I'm choosing to lie to myself. Is that working for me? That is being brutally honest to ourselves. Could you today give permission to yourself of doing anything? Anything means anything on this planet. And yet not judge yourself. It's like somebody talking into the family and doing something, and you're like, okay, how smart, what a bitch she is, and how, what a kind of a bastard this person is. And but on the top, you're like, yeah, so nice, so this. So how much are you actually pretending all the time, rather than, okay, how could you do that? How could you see that bitchiness of the other thing in the other person? Only because you have it, you've done that, you've been there. So it means you're judging it, you're making it wrong. That is when it is killing you. If you today actually give up the charge of being the wrong and the right and the judgment of it, then who would you be? What do you truly desire? And to desire anything is not wrong. To judge yourself is not wrong. To judge anybody is also not wrong. Cool? Now what, Nimrat? Now what?
No, I think I've gone beyond judging people. I'm not even judging myself. I'm just like in the mode of accepting myself and accepting my desires. That this is what I would like to have in my life.
Still accepting. Can you see that, guys? She's accepting. When you say accepting, it's like, Can you allow?
Acknowledging?
Can you just allow?
Allow, okay.
Acceptance is like somebody's forcing you to accept you.
Okay.
Can you see the difference between if you've been allowance of you, or you're accepting of you?
Okay.
I will accept me. For what? Accept you for what? Were you doing something wrong that you should have to accept you? This is who I be. That is total allowance. This is who I be.
Okay.
Do you really have to actually even think about to look at you? Is my question. When you're thinking to look at even you, are you not judging you?
Ha.
And everything that was. Can you destroy and unget that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, or So this is the little tiny bit of it also. So we say we're not judging, but we are judging. So like, okay, I'm looking at to accept myself. It's a judgment in itself. Who in you is looking at you?
So I'm going to allow myself to feel what I feel. Want to just
and just let free. I mean, do we have to even check that I have to allow myself or not allow myself? Everything that is, can we destroy that? Get that right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, so where in lifetimes are you stuck that you have to give this permission, and whose permission are you waiting for? Can we today permit us beings? Can we set ourselves free? Who was the biggest demon in the judgment queens of your own selves? Is us. Nobody other than us can stop us. So would you allow your beings to give that, and would you give your permission to yourself of be who you be, whatsoever you be, howsoever you be? Maybe you be the judgment queen, maybe you're the bitch, maybe you're the witch, maybe you're the rich, maybe you're the sexy, maybe you're the whore, maybe you're the prostitute. Anything is allowed. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, receive, know, be, that can be destroyed and get that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, birds and beyond. Thank you. How's it now?
good.
Thank you. Awesome. And why would you be good, right? We should have something to think in the evening. Today's Saturday evening. We have to do something with ourselves. Everything that is destroyed and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, birds and beyond. How much fun and sex can we have with our bodies today that we have so far never had? Sorry, what did I do? And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, receive, that can be destroyed and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, birds and beyond. Even with my video off, I still want to hide lol. Who's that? Chika Pandey. Come on, Chika. Allow your being to be what you truly be. Yes. Come on, Chika. Let's see how ugly you look. Come on. Where are you? Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's play it on. Chika.
I'm here.
Yay. There you go. How ugly. Could you guys please judge her? How ugly she looks.
It's not about that. I'm not well and I'm just lying down.
So what makes it not be seen in the world at this hour?
Oh, because you're talking about something which is like...
Yeah. And why would you be here then if you would not like to listen to it?
Yeah, I know this has been one of my...
So that's the incongruency. That is being lying to yourself. Then I want to see it, but you're seeing it. Be brutally honest. You're already here. Hiding under the veil will not work. Be honest, be brutally. Yes, I would like to change and I'm judging it. Can you guys be honest to yourself? Okay, I am judging this for myself and I am doing this to myself in this 10 seconds. And what if it's not right and wrong? I have the permission to. Now what, Chika?
Nothing.
But she doesn't want to laugh and be smiling because she's ill. And truth, are you really ill? Are you really sick? What are you sick of? And everything that was, everything that was, can you destroy and unget all? Yes. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, corner, shavers, and yours. Truth, what are you all sick of? Everything that is, can be destroyed and unget all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, corner, shavers, and beyond. Truth, what are you sick of? All of you here. Shikha, why do you have to show up here? Why do I have to ask this question to everybody? Only you are sick. Everybody's pretending that we are okay.
I'm also sick. This is I'm
yes,
sick of me telling lie to myself actually. For every time I would like to step up, I would like to choose more. I actually lie to myself, and I'm sick of that.
Awesome. So everything that is can be destroyed and unkit. That's our magic wand. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online, shabbos and bad, and now stop
Still,
and
it's
change.
there. Still, it's
Choose to leave it. And what's the value of holding it? It's simple. Aradhana Ma is not going to do this. It's just simple. Everything that brings up can be destroyed and unkit. Right and wrong, good and bad,
yeah.
pot, pock, online, shabbos and bad. So do I have to stand on one leg and do this or do this or do this for it to shift? Or has it already shifted? Just a choice. And what's the value of holding this? And what's the value of this pattern in your life? Because then I have to, Sonal is saying Aradhana. So it's like
Fit in. Yeah. So that
to
actually I
fit
can
in.
fit in. And
Yeah.
yeah. And
And is it working?
no, and I'm actually not willing to receive the judgment also. I'm actually
Okay.
working on it.
Okay. What if you stop working on it? What if you start? I mean, wherever you're resisting it, what if you just stop today? Okay, this is how I be. I would be in this crap and I love, and this is my trifold sequencing systems. I'll keep going forth, and this is my pattern. Stay with it. Stop fighting
I know
first.
that how people get uncomfortable when I'm truly being myself and I'm being this.
How uncomfortable are you, darling? That and everything that is can be destroyed and unkit all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, college, shower. See how amazingly she's laughing on this. So this is called being brutally honest. Any more examples you want? Thank you for being so vulnerable. Thank you. How uncomfortable. You know,
Yeah.
everything outside you changes the moment you make a different choice.
Aradhana,
Yes, Deepti.
I still love lying. It's from bottom
Mm-hmm.
of my heart. I
Mm-hmm.
can speak lie like a,
You're
pro.
like my hubby. I love it. I'm projecting
Yeah,
at you
I
right
love
now.
it. And and I was always judged for it. But the good part was that I always thought it's my joy. And manipulate everyone
Yeah.
over here.
Then I'll screw you. Come on.
You were the first person who made me say this proud ki nahi, I'm a liar and I don't have any regret for lying now.
Thank you. And everything lies means to you, and everything being truth means to you. Pock and pod. What if your lie is your truth? And it's okay. It's
Yeah.
not people reacting to, it's you reacting to you when
Because
you are
whenever I
lying.
lie, it's very happy.
Pardon me? What did you say, Deepti? I
Happy
couldn't
whenever
hear it.
I'm lying.
You are?
Hello.
Your voice is
It
cracked.
makes me very happy whenever I'm lying.
Yeah, so stop judging
Can you
it.
hear me?
You're laughing, you're happy, yet you're judging it. Can you be brutally honest to
Yeah.
yourself today? That I'm still judging,
Yes.
are you truly
Yes.
happy? Until now, were you truly happy?
Yeah, I'm very happy.
So then what is the judgment there?
No.
Truth.
I'm a
Liar,
liar.
liar,
Liar
pants on,
word is very
liar,
bad.
liar, pants on fire, liar, liar, pants on fire. That is what it is. It is. And when you think that people are thinking that I'm lying and people have a problem when I'm lying, it is not people, sweetheart, it's you. That is if what would change if you even give up that point of view today and just be. This is who I be in total allowance. The word truth and lie should not even figure out, come into your heads. When there is no alignment and there's no reaction to it, this won't even occur in your head. But right now, there's a constant talk in your head that people think I'm lying. So which means you're judging it. I'm just showing you how you guys do it.
I just got I just got this. Okay, so I got a point of view that marketing is all
Hmm.
about lying, and I consider it wrong somewhere and actually I was not able to market
Yeah.
myself.
How much do you want to be seen, but you're not acknowledging it?
Yeah, yes.
And that's like killing, and then you make it wrong and right. I'm sorry, I'm very, very blunt, but this is why I be, and I do not have to apologize of me. But that is what it is, right?
Yeah, and this conversation actually, brought that point into my awareness that somewhere I had only concluded that, and I was only limiting myself from having it. Yeah, thank you very much.
Change it, change it, change it. And
Yeah,
what
yeah,
else is
yeah,
possible? How does it get any better than what else is possible?
yeah. What else?
Anything,
Aradhana?
anything. Yes, Jayanti, yes.
Yeah, I want to know how to know like when somebody is manipulating me. Like I realize it usually very late that someone has
How are
tried to
you
manipulate or
manipulating
use.
me now? How are you manipulating me now? Tell me that. So is that true that you do not know that you're being manipulated? Truth.
Yes, two, three instances where I realized it very late that I was manipulated or being used. I don't know if that means the same.
So did you choose to get that knowing and getting your knowing at only that hour? And what's right about it? But
Hmm.
is that true that you did not know that you were manipulated, or did you choose to get manipulated? And everything that
Okay.
is can you destroy and unhit all right and wrong, good and bad, what
Yes.
college was it? Liar, liar, today all the lies going. See, you know it, guys. That is where I want to. I always choose to charge you guys, but I don't know. But I gave up. I'm like, you guys do not want to pay me. Now I'm not gonna stop you for I don't know. I will reiterate that word that you know. You always know, even after this call, like I'm here, but you know what is being brutally honest means to you. You are not willing to go and see what is here. It's like as if there is a ghost sitting inside who'll kill you. You'd rather be killed because, anyways, you're not happy. And everything that brings up can be destroyed and unkit. All right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, all night, person. What stops you to take that one step of knowing you? Let the world blast. Anyways, the world is blasting and everything is global warming happening. Everything is going on. What are you saving by holding yourself back?
So Aradhana, like using the access tools, I do constantly now choose. But while choosing also, there is like this some sense of doubt on myself, and that usually stops me.
Okay.
I
Can
mean,
you first acknowledge that you first, how many people actually see that, okay, I'm still doubting? Can you first acknowledge that you're present with that? And
yeah,
now be an allowance of it. Okay, I'm doubting it. And is it working? Doubt another 10 days and it's fine. You're not here to make anything wrong and right. The whole key, or the whole thing of acknowledgement makes you choose and change everything.
yeah,
Now, every time you do it and, oh, I'm doubting it. Oh, interesting point. And okay, I'll still doubt. I'll still doubt. I'll still doubt. And one day you're like, okay, enough. Let's change it. And just the choice away.
yeah.
Thank you.
Could you say something about when we know actually that someone is not going to receive what we are going to say, the truth actually, and then we just manipulate and we actually lie to that person, and later on that person starts blaming us and making us feel guilty that we lied. So how to
Okay,
deal
so
with such things?
at the first place, when you had this knowing that that person cannot receive it, my question to you is what makes you give that person that thing, either manipulatively or other? How much are you lying to yourself that that person will receive? So when you give people what they do not desire or asking for, it comes back to you with daggers attached. So because you are trying to be the queen, the superior bitch, and everything that is can be destroyed and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, popcorn, and shabas in there. If your body is giving you an awareness, and if you know that somebody is not willing to receive it, stop. What makes you give them?
So that's what I'm saying, that if we are lying in that moment, we are not telling the truth because that person is not willing to receive that truth.
Yeah.
And then later on make us feel guilty that you were lying.
So you
how
had
to
a point of view. So you have a point of view of the truth and the lie, no? So give
because
up your point of view of the truth and the lie. What if it's an interesting point of view? How much are you judging it to the truth and the lie? And he's giving you back to you what you're saying.
okay. Yes.
Everything that is, can we just try and uncut all?
Yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, popcorn, and beyond.
Thank you.
Awesome. Welcome. What else? What else can I contribute? Everybody's lies over. Everybody's being brutally honest to yourself. Yes.
I
Yes.
I'll be very
Why
brutally
is the
honest.
screen so gray, yaar? Come on, guys. Show up.
I'll be brutally honest. I have to
Hmm.
listen to this call 2 to 3 times more at least to know what you were speaking.
Everything that is. Can we destroy none at all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all you can remember my smile and my laugh, and everything will change for you.
So
What else
why
is
that?
possible?
Why when you are saying ki no question? No question is it's the reason is because सारे head के ऊपर से चला गया. I know I don't know. I have to listen to
Interesting
the
point
call.
of view, and everything that you think you have to understand through your head can be destroyed and get all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, on buzz and beyonds. How much have you already shifted energetically on this call? We all have,
Anita ji, it
including
was
me.
receiving. You were receiving today.
So we were on the money call in the morning, and this exercise was to receive. So just receiving. And how does it get any better? And what else is possible? Awesome. See, I will give you the easiest mantra. Remember my smile and my laughter, and everything will change. I claim and own it. And how does it get any better than that? And what else is possible? What infectious,
Radha, we don't even know na. Suppose if you just use your laughter, and what if you charge about it then?
Of course,
Then
I'm
what
charging.
you
You think,
energetically? You have energetically
hello?
just put it on Nikki. If you use my laughter, you have to give me money. No. We are very careful for.
I, anyways, have received all the money from all of you right away. Be aware. Your presence on this call is so much money for me, guys. You are mistaken.
Yeah,
You've been
paying
already
attention.
trapped
Yeah.
onto this and everything that is. Can we just try and uncut all? Right?
I'm half trapped. All are full trapped. See, I do not even show my face.
Your choice. Just a choice away. How much you want to receive and everything that is. Can we destroy and uncut all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, popcorn, boys and beyonds. So anything coming up, guys. So whatever brutally being honest to you means to you, can we destroy and uncut that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, popcorn, boys and beyonds. All the morals we have been taught until today, and which have been imbibed into our molecular structures from godzillion times of years, can we now today give up all the moralities,
Yes.
all the honesties, all the truths, and everything that doesn't allow us to perceive, receive, know, be that, can we destroy and uncut that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, or if we have no moralities, no truth, no lies from now, here onwards, forward, who would you be? What would you be? And everything that doesn't allow, destroy and uncut all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, or how much are you beating and judging you all the time? By saying, I don't know. And if anybody, and by saying that people are lying to me, I'm hurt. How much lies are you giving? How much are you already hurting yourself? How much are you allowing yourself to beat yourself? Can you acknowledge it? And what today, if you acknowledge and tell your bodies and be kind to your bodies tonight and to your being that, hey, thank you for being with me today. Being so far, being here until today with me. And now what else is possible beyond this? How can I love you more? How can I just be with you? How can I receive you in totality? Wonder what magic is going to show up in your lives until tomorrow. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, receive that. Can we destroy and get all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, and beyond? Okay, so we have a. I can see that the scene of Geeta ki Kaam और each के सिवाय सूची नहीं
That
बोलेंगे.
scene हम गीता की कसम खा के बोलते, सच के सिवाय कभी कुछ नहीं बोलेंगे.
Everything
Oh
that
my
is, can we
God.
destroy and unkit all, right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, boys and beyonds. So yeah, what else is possible? And what else can I contribute? And if you guys want, I mean, we still have 5 minutes to go. Everybody's lies are over. Everybody's truths are over.
One thing I wanted to say, that when you asked what are you sick of,
Uh-huh.
two things showed up for me. One is I am sick of hearing other people say that they don't know,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm sick of intellectualizing access consciousness.
Everything that is, can you destroy and unkit all, right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all nature, boys and beyonds? Who's asking you to do that? Who is asking you to do that?
Like you asked, no, who is in you that you are fearing? So
Yeah. So whosoever who is, take it out and throw it off, yeah. So simple. You know, it's like asking a baby, how did you break it? They'll pick up the thing and they'll drop it. That's
I
simple.
know who's asking. I know it now.
See, it worked. Fucking for it, right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, and beyonds. There is nothing that you do. I mean, when you are sick of like people saying, I don't know, what are they telling them about themselves? What information are you receiving, and what space can you be to change that for them? It's not by chance that you are with those people. It's not by chance wherever in the world you are right now sitting is like you have chosen to be there. And what space and what contribution can you be as you wherever you are on the planet? Rather than contracting to their level, you are the conscious ones. You're choosing conscious. I'm not saying they're wrong or they're right, they're less or the more. Are you willing to be the greatness you truly be? Walk. Be the arrogant bitches and the bastards of this life. Walk your way. You know it all. And yet, being in that question. So I very beautifully read this in the Best Junior book today, where they said that Gary says that I'm never into the conclusion of it. He's like, I do not know it all. I never get into of this whole conclusion also that I know it all. It's like, okay, what else is possible here? Because that also we conclude in our words that I know it all, and then we are stopping to take that information. What can this person give? What is this person saying? What can I change? What capacities do I have? What capacities am I not willing to acknowledge about myself? Right? And everything that doesn't like to perceive, receive, know, be the gift you truly be. Again, I would say, you need to try and not get that. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pop, all nature, birds and beyonds. What miracles and magics are you, that walking, talking, miraculous, magical, inconceivable beings you truly be, that you're not willing to receive? That if you would receive it today, would change and actualize this reality into a reality you are aware of. And everything that brought up and brought down, can we destroy and unget that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, online shoppers and beyonds. So, but why would you choose to be the miracles and the magic? Only Aradhana has that capacity.
So, Aradhana, I had a question.
Yes.
So yesterday you said like go and be the potent bitches and bastards that you are, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So yesterday I was having a conversation with somebody, and she asked me, you know, with all your educational qualifications and blah, 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 why are you not working, and why are you not, you know, excelling in your field? You know, why have you given it up? And I gave it up a long time ago because it didn't attract me after a point of time, right? So so I told her the same thing, that what is attracting me right now is very different, you know, from what was attracting me at that time. And what is pulling me at this point is access and, you know, healing modalities and trying to understand. So now, was that justification?
Was it?
At being...
was it? My question to you is, was it?
No.
And liar, pants on fire again.
Really?
Tell me. Okay, then what's the question? Why are you even judging it? Why even you have to, what is it that you have to ask this question then? If it stays with you, it's already a question. So how much are you already judging it, sweetheart?
Ah,
Can you
okay.
acknowledge it?
Yes.
I mean, had that person asked me that question, I said just because I can, and it's just a choice.
Okay.
But were you justifying? And even if you were justifying, what point of views do you have around that? What was that person gifting you by asking? Are you judging yourself internally somewhere?
I used to.
Haha.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used
used
to.
to? Or are you still? Can you be brutally honest?
Yeah, I guess.
Thank you. And everything that is, can we destroy and unkit all right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, on a shop, and young. Can I ask a question? How many people on this call have a point of view on the bitch and the word bastard? Be brutally honest. And everything that is, Diksha's like, yeah. Okay,
I
everything that is.
used to have, but
Mm.
now I don't have. Listening
Are you
to
sure?
many of your calls.
I love it. Listening to my calls. I'm the queen of it.
For bitch,
So
I don't have any scars, but for bastards,
just
I do have.
before
You have,
just
right?
before this call, I was listening to your distractor implant that
Call.
call, and that was like I
How
was
many? How
totally
many?
fired there, and here I am like, okay, yes, what else? Bring it on, bring it on.
Oh, thank you for receiving it.
So
So
it's
all the
thank
point
you
of views
so
on
much.
most welcome, Preeti. That is such a heartwarming response. Thank you so much. And what else is possible? So all the point of views you have around bitches and the bastards and the word bitch and the word bastard, can we destroy and unkid that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot pock, on shell, boys and beyond. What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to be the bitch and the bastard I truly be? That's your home play today. And everything that doesn't allow you to perceive, receive, know, be that. Can we destroy and unkid all? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot pock, on shell, boys and beyond. Can somebody type this clearing on the chat? What energy, space, and consciousness can I and my body be to be the bitch and the bastard I truly be? And everything that doesn't allow to perceive, receive, know, be that, can we destroy and unkid that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, all buzz and beyond. So you can add demon bitch.
There is no limit to being a bitch, now.
It's like so funny. It's like, if I'll say it, then everybody would love to be the bitch. And what if I say it tomorrow? You know, that aha moment of the ending of the episode, and tomorrow we'll say about bitch.
Nimrat, love
How
your
would that?
question.
Like I remember I was called bitch once, and I was left at the climax, and I had the break. And then after 2 or 3 hours, the call started again, and then I had the whole awareness through the bitch thing. So what if you guys play with it, and tomorrow we'll have on the calls say more about the bitch and the bastard. Picture abhi baki hai mere dost. What else is possible?
Actually, Aradna,
Yeah.
I don't use those words, okay? But after listening to Access calls, it's like so stylish and I wish to use it.
Oh, everything that was. Can we destroy and unkid that? No wonder I picked up that energy. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot pop, and wherever we are blaming and claiming access to use, how much you really wanted to use this language, and how
No.
are you going behind? No, just be here. How much are you taking the support of access to use this language? Can we destroy and unkid that?
Okay, because
Right
only
and
after
wrong,
coming
good
to
and bad.
Access, I'm listening to these words. Before I
Yeah.
never, I mean,
You will not
it's
listen to
been
the
long I
words.
heard.
Yeah, you will not listen to those words which you really didn't want to, and you didn't have a charge on. It's so
Okay.
funny. When I'm facilitating a Ramana call, if I'm continuously using these words, and that's for all the facilitators and everybody who facilitates, it's like there is an energy which is showing up. And I'm like, today, it's how many times I've gone with this pitch in the basket, and there's so much of a talk on it. I'm like, all right, how many people
For
have
me
it?
now, it sounds totally stylish.
Yay. And how does it get any better than that? And what else is possible? When we give up the charge on it, then the things change. So everywhere we have a charge on what the words we call as abusive words, how much you really want to use them. Can you be brutally honest to yourself? And how much fun can you have using them? And if you actually start using and play with them today. Go into the mirror, abuse and have fun, or just play for fun, whoever you can, and then see what it is. So there was
Yeah.
a time when I had to really take Shalini through it. When I met Shalini for the first time, for 2.5 hours, I had to really make her abuse to get over this point of view. And that was fun journey. And what else is possible here? All right,
So
guys.
I
I
would like
think,
to share one thing,
yeah, sure.
Aradhana.
Yeah,
Uh, so around these words like bitch, bastard, fuck, all these is, I also never used to use this. But
bad
still, I
words.
don't know, not the bad words, but I never heard in my house to say these words. Like, I was not totally in that space of using those words or listening to them. So, but after coming to it, I heard when I used to listen to these words like in some classes and like that, I never had that charge ki why they are using it. It's their choice, they are using it. And when that, but one day when I was doing something or the other, that these words stuck to me, and immediate like some for hours and like that. And then I took my phone and I was searching on the media, and then it came with the Osho thing. So he said that this the single word fuck has so many charges to it, so the different ways
Yeah.
when you are using it, how you are using it. And it was like, wow.
Yes. So, we put so
So
much of energy on these words.
some 2 or 3 times you said like fuck it off, fuck it off, and just fuck that thing. And my son came and you are listening to such calls. And I was like, yeah, I am. So these are not good to listen. Then I said, listen, I'm just listening to it, and it has a very different charge with it.
Yeah.
So
And are you
even
willing to
my
say, yeah,
friends
it is
do that.
okay? Yeah.
I said that it
Yeah.
is okay to listen. Then he said, my friends too say these words. So then I said, yes, then what are you aware of? So like, even I do say sometimes. Then I said, okay, fine. I said, okay, fine. So then he said, but sometimes I'm not comfortable with it. So then I said, you choose whether you have to say or not.
Yeah.
If you're fine with it, you go with it. And if you're not, then
Yeah.
choose something else.
Yeah.
And he was like, okay. Then he had this conversation with his friend and he said, do your mother say this that you can tell these words or you can speak these words?
Wow.
And he was like, yes, my
Thank you.
mom said, but I don't choose to say this.
Yes. When you allow, it changes. That's what I was about to say. That you don't have to use this language. It's not about using this language or not. I'm just asking you to give up the charge on it. When she allowed her son to go talk it out, he didn't use it. And it's not about using these words, it's about the charge on this. And all the charges you're holding in your body, would you ask it to dissipate today? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot, pock, on the birds and beyonds, and play with that clearing. And let's meet up tomorrow. And what else is possible? As I have to go for my money call now.
Just
Ciao,
a minute,
guys.
guys. Just a minute. Yeah, today Aradhana has started FB Lives for the whole month on money only. If anybody of you wants to join that, they can contact me, Parita, or Ritu, anybody. It's totally amazing. Totally amazing. You can really change your money reality,
So
financial
much fun,
reality.
people. So much fun.
Thank you, girls. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
See
Aradhana.
you tomorrow. Love you all.
Thank you. See you
Thank
tomorrow.
you.
Thank you.